Good morning, welcome back. An absolutely beautiful morning this morning. It's even more better. It's even more beautiful because we don't have to stay at home anymore. Woohoo! Anyway, I've come to a localish stretch of canal, not far from Stroud. It's an absolutely beautiful place. I've walked here before, but I've never brought my camera down, so looking forward to seeing what we can capture today. So I'm really interested to find out if being forced to stay at home, quite rightly being forced to stay at home, but see what it's done to my creativity. So I don't know about you, but I've had a bit of a lull. I've been photographing the garden and flowers and local trees and all that kind of stuff, and I don't know, I think maybe my creativity's died a little bit. So let's find out. I've been waiting for a particularly sunny day because the last time I was here and today the canal is flat calm, and probably a lot of the photographs, or the majority of them anyway, will have some kind of reflection in them, which as you may or may not know, I love reflections, so that's the plan. You always get an uncomfortable feeling of dread when you come to somewhere with your camera and you've been here half an hour, three-quarters of an hour. I haven't seen one image so far. Sorry, I was just watching a fish jumping out of the water. It's it's a beautiful place, like I've said before, but I've not seen anything I want to photograph. Video-wise, it's beautiful as well, but yeah, maybe I have lost my creativity. Maybe. Or maybe I've just stopped shooting crap. I love those light reflections that I've seen under every bridge so far, but I can't think of a way to capture them in an image that would be interesting. A video, it's beautiful. And when you see if a fish plops, or you get a circular ring as well, it's very, very pretty. I've got to admit, this is pretty abstract, but if you throw a stone or a bit of wood into the water at the right place, you get these ripples appear. And I reckon if you did this in black and white, because the canal's horribly green, if you did it in black and white and you got that ring just perfectly, I think that's a fairly decent abstract photo, to be honest. So I'm gonna have a go at that. So let me know what you think about that. As I was stood there watching those ripples, must have been a drop from the roof or a fish or something like that, just created a circular pattern, and it triggered in my head, and I thought, well, actually, if I can create those myself in a controlled environment, I get the crosses of the shadows and reflections, and then and the ripples as well, and then the stonehouse sign is kind of, it tells a story. It's abstract, but also tells a story. So let's see. So this building and bridge behind me is a beautiful piece of architecture. We've got the reflection in the water as well, and I put my wide angle lens on, and if you line it up properly you can get this path and shadow coming in from the left hand side. If you look up you can see there are fingers of clouds coming down as well, and then to balance out the house on the left, if you just include a bit of that bush, so you've got something on the right hand side, something on the left, you've got reflection in the middle, and then you've got the cloud fingers coming down, and then the path coming in from the left hand side. So hopefully that makes a very, very good image. So you'd have to agree, there's a beautiful image here. We've got the reflection of the church, we've got the flowers in the foreground. But I was a bit wary that it was a bit of a snapshot, so somebody would see it as they walked up the path and just say, oh look, and get their phone out. So to give it that edge, I don't know if you see, but if you look down into the water, we've got these lily pads. If you get low enough and avoid kneeling on the nettles, which I just did, then you can get the lily pads as a foreground interest as well, so it just turns it into a constructive image rather than a snapshot. Not entirely sure why, but that swan just keeps going round and round and round. I said in my last video that I wanted to mix my landscape photography up, so I've seen these very, very bright patch of yellow flowers here with the sun shining on them, and then the green reeds in the background, and I thought this would make a great place to do an ICM shot. So I've tried a couple of ways. The best one seems to be just twisting in a circular motion just as you take the shot, so hopefully they come out. So thankfully I haven't lost my creativity after all. Just been a bit dormant and got a bit stagnant, I think. But it's great to be out. So if you're worried, don't worry at all. You get that nervous feeling that you're going to go somewhere and you're not going to get a shot. But when you get there, your brain kicks in, the right hand side of your brain kicks in, and you create all sorts of things. So don't worry about it and get out. So that's it for the day. So it's a while since I've been out, so please leave me a comment and tell me what you think about the images. If you're not subscribed, please think about doing it, and I'll see you next time.